Hello everyone, I'm Reiki Master Sharon, and today I just wanted to do a twin flame reading for you guys today. So these are the cards that came out when I was preparing the decks. There's a lot of them. I wasn't really sure which deck I wanted to use. So we're starting off here with an energy of freedom and liberation. I see somebody here who is bringing a lot of their creations into life and putting the work in to make their vision a reality. I see with this Nine of Swords in reverse that someone is, just very sick of being this energy of anxiety. They're just sick of stressing about it. And it's allowing them to finally just kind of move forward and accept things the way that they are. And with the spontaneity card here, it says, you move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. So I do feel like you've just gotten to this point where you're like, whatever happens, happens. I'm done worrying about it. I'm done being frustrated about it. And I'm not listening to the fear that my ego is trying to feed me. And we have an Archangel Michael message that says, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So your guidance for this situation is to accept the truth about the situation and see it for what it is and decide if it's for you or not. Your power is within yourself and how you act towards things once you realize the truth of the matter. So we have Temperance here. So I feel like this liberation is coming because you've learned to be patient. And this gift is coming when you stop worrying about it. Because through your spontaneity, you're gonna get your 10 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. All of your cups are filled. This happy family card. When you realize the truth of the situation, with the King of Swords, whoever is holding their truth back from you is going to get justice for it. And we also have the Journey card. So I feel like Spirit is really reminding you guys at this time to slow down and really just enjoy the journey. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And remember that being of service is a blessing. And then with Doubting Thomas here, I feel like someone here is still kind of not really sure. They're kind of feeling like this might be too good to be true and they have to see some real hard truth about it. Doubting Thomas, he gets a pretty bad rep for not believing that Jesus is going to come back from the dead and just being like, I'll believe it when I see it. But Thomas actually did go off to do some really great things. And he even, died being of service. He was shot by an arrow somewhere in India on a big hill. So, they don't know for sure that it was a assassination, but they assume that, because he was accidentally hit by an arrow while he was leading the people in prayer, that it was probably pretty likely that he had been taken out. Which is something that happens in this world, unfortunately. All 12 of the apostles, well, I won't say all 12, but 10 of the 12 apostles died for what they believe in. Judas killed himself because he couldn't stand the guilt of betraying Jesus, and John was the only one that actually lived and died of natural causes. But I want you not to be discouraged if you do come against some aversion in doing the right things. People are coming against you when you're finally starting to go on your true path. It's normal. It happens. Not everyone's going to be happy. It doesn't mean that it's all going to be sunshine and rainbows. But you will have fulfillment from it, and you'll have a sense of knowing that you're living your life with integrity and doing the right thing. And it doesn't matter what other people think or what other people are going to try to persecute you for it. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if you have to answer to other people. The real person you have to fear is, that answer that you have to the universe, to God, to spirit. Because even if you please people in this lifetime is just one lifetime. You're always with God. God always knows you. And it's a relationship that should be above every single other one. It is your most important connection. Your connection to spirit is the most important connection. And we're getting into the sisterhood card. This is the feminine way. And I think this is just kind of speaking to being able to tap into your divine feminine energy. The females are the ones who bring life into this world from the spiritual world. In that sense, we kind of have more of a direct connection to spiritual things. And, on the opposite, men, the divine masculines, they kind of have more of a connection to the physical realm. And we need that balance. We need to work together with both of those energies. And, the feminine energy is very nurturing, soul nurturing. It's very creative. It's very highly intuitive. It's very connected with spirit. It helps guide you. If you think back to it, the women in your family can teach you so much. They can teach you how to cook. They can teach you how to clean. They can teach you how to keep a baby alive. And not everybody has always had this from their, mother. It could be another feminine energy that stepped up and, took these roles in your life. But this is just reminding you that it's important to have that sense of community, to realize that it's not a competition. You shouldn't hold ill will towards your other feminine energies around you. And if you do have someone in your life who is like that, you send them some love and, allow them their distance to figure that out on their own. The best thing that you can do is just take things a moment at a time. Like I said, your power is in the present moment. So take those times to just kind of give grace or hold your boundaries. Sometimes when we have feminines that are in lower vibrational frequencies, just like, if you have anyone who is in a lower vibrational frequency, they can be a little bit hard to deal with sometimes because they have more healing to do. It's like that saying, it goes, those who are hardest to love need it the most. But don't put yourself in a position to where you're going to be hurt by it. If it starts to get very toxic and very harmful, you obviously need to take yourself away from that situation and hold that boundary and let them know, like, hey, this is not working. We're not doing this. This can't continue to happen. And that's how you liberate yourself from those kinds of situations. Alright, so now we're going to go into the actual reading. Now that we kind of know the surface area or surface energy message, let's see what we have coming through here for you guys. We're going to do the Divine Masculine on one side. We're going to do the Divine Feminine on the other. And we're going to do a bridging energy in between and see what comes through. So for the masculines today, I'm going to use the Holy Grail Tarot. So what do we have for the crown chakra of the masculines? What do we have for the crown chakra of the masculines? What messages do we need to know? And I do feel like a lot of that doubting energy is coming from the masculine collective. They want to see, they want to know. Alright, so we have 2 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords. So I feel like there's an end coming to this juggling. And difficulties ending, karmic completions. They're really feeling that 9 of Swords in reverse. They're sick of being in that energy of staying up all night, worried about things. They're just over it. It's not something that they can hold up anymore. It's not sustainable. Alright, so what do we have for the round chakra of the feminines? And for the feminines today, I'm going to use the Shaman's Oracle. Because I feel like there's some messages that want to come out here for the Divine Feminine Collective here with this deck. Okay, repairing the veil, forgiveness. So yes, I do feel like the feminines are really being called to look in and stop holding on to things that have burdened them, that have hurt them. Because, okay, so I'm getting like that last line from American History X where he's saying like hate is baggage, you know, you have to let it go in order to heal, to move forward. Sorry. Okay, everything still looks good. So what do we have for the third eye of the masculines? What's going on in the intuition of the masculines? What do they need to know? Well, you know what? I could see that one, so let's just bring it out. 4 of Swords, rest, recovery, meditation. So yes, I do think that they know that they have to do some healing. They may be kind of like in a recluse kind of energy, not like as much as the Hermit, because this is just minor arcana, so I think it's just they need a little bit more space to recover from, you know, letting the dust settle, so to speak. So I don't get any other messages coming out there, so we're gonna move on. What's coming out for the intuition, third eye chakra of the feminines? And I do feel like this forgiveness is also having to forgive a feminine energy in your life that you may have felt wasn't showing up for you the way that you had wanted them to. Maybe they showed up the best way that they knew how, but it wasn't to your expectations or needs. And you just kind of have to learn to forgive them or yourself for showing up the best way that you knew how to. You can't shame yourself for not being able to handle things the way that you would if you were healed. So I'm going to put these on top of each other like this so that we can still read it. Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. So I feel like the feminines are kind of in the same aspect of the masculines here in this third eye chakra. They're feeling that they need the rest too. You may be doing some countertransference where you're helping this person heal as well. So let's move on to the throat chakra of the masculines. Ooh. Okay. We have the Fool. And we have Nine of Cups. So I did feel like that Fool card wanted to come out in reverse again, like it was in the short that I did the other day. But I think that means that because it's upright, that it's starting to break free and gain some momentum in the throat chakra. They're kind of starting to be able to speak about how they're feeling. They're learning their voice. They're learning how to use their free will and take the reins back in their own life and express to people what makes them happy and what makes them content and what gives them emotional fulfillment. And they're celebrating. They're coming into a era of celebration because they're actually starting to voice how and what they want to let go and what is necessary to let go for them to move forward. You know, the throat chakra is a very, very important chakra when it comes to manifesting things into your current reality. Our upper chakras, like the crown chakra and the third eye chakra, those are considered spiritual chakras. They're not in the physical body per se. They're more connected to the spirit realm. But our lower 5 chakras are more of our earthly chakras, and our throat chakra is the closest one to our spiritual chakras. And in speaking things, we can speak things into existence. So you have to be very careful about the things that you are saying and the things that you are feeling, because that's how we manifest things into this reality. We go, hey, I got this idea, and then all of a sudden you got other people coming along like, hey, that sounds like a good idea. Maybe we should get together and we should do that idea. We should make that idea a reality. It sounds like a good idea. You know? So what do we have for the throat chakra, the feminines? Okay. We have Falling Angel, Spiritual Narcolepsy, and Fortune's Wheel, Luck and Right Timing. So what I'm getting from these cards is that it is divine timing. Right now is the right time to be speaking what you need. The same as the masculines. You need to speak what you need to make you emotionally fulfilled, because the time is now to do that. Don't neglect your spiritual calling because you're afraid to upset other people or You can't people please when you're doing things in spirit, for spirit, when you're working for God. Because, like I said, there's going to be people who don't like it. And that's okay. It's okay. They cannot like it all you want. It doesn't matter. Because you have spirit on your side. You have God. And God will protect you. And your angels will protect you. You don't have to worry about what so-and-so thinks. So-and-so paying your bills? No, I didn't think so. So your daddy? No? Okay. Well, there you go. There's your answer. It doesn't matter what you think. I'm following what I need to do in my intuition. You like it? Great. You don't? Great. I don't know what to tell you. Sucks to suck. Alright. So, heart chakra of the masculines. We have 3 of Cups. Celebration, friendships, abundance, community. So yes, I feel like the heart chakra of the masculines is opening. It's opening to the possibility of this future that they have to offer them, coming into this energy of liberation. And they're starting to see, like, I can actually have a fulfilling life. This is great. I think I'm getting like this feeling of surprise and also excitement from this. It's interesting. It's like they're surprised that good things can come to them. So, what's going on in the heart chakra of the feminines? It says, straddling worlds, wandering between realms. I feel like you are, in your heart chakra, you're admitting this very strong heart chakra energy. And it's kind of blurring the lines between worlds. You know, it's kind of showing people, like, hey, maybe God isn't so far out of reach. That's a beautiful thing. And I think that is also reminding me of the sisterhood card. I think I'm being led to tell you about exercise that we did in massage school. There was this ball, and if you touched both sides of the ball would light up. But we stood in a circle, and one person would touch one side of the ball, and then we'd hold hands and connect the circuit and touch the other side of the ball. But if one person's energy was off, there's a disconnection in that circle, that light wouldn't complete the circuit. It wouldn't light up. Just like when you have a string of Christmas lights, right? If you have one bulb that's not lighting up, the rest of them aren't going to light up. So, with sisterhood, you have to be very careful about the people that you're allowing into your circle. Because if you don't have the right people in your circle, it's not going to complete the circuit. And that goes for the masculines too. Be very careful about the feminines that you keep around you and in your life. Because having a blown out bulb is not good for the connection. If you want to see your lights light up, you got to get rid of the broken bulb and replace it. It's just how it works. It's how energy works. Obviously, there are other ways that energy works. You know, you can have one bulb that goes out and other kinds of circuits. But when we're talking about being able to hold high vibrational frequencies, we have to be very careful about the energies that we're allowing around us. It's very important. I'm not saying that you can't give love and mercy to people when they need it and be of service to people, but not everybody wants the healing. Not everybody wants the best for themselves. Some people are just stuck in the energy of misery loves company. And once you've vibrated out of that kind of mentality, you can't tolerate it anymore. It's not something you can juggle. It's not sustainable. So, let's go on to the solar plexus of the masculines. So what's going on in the solar plexus of the masculines? Ooh. Okay, Ace of Wands, passionate start, divine spark, primal energy. Yes, I do feel like this masculine, their wand is on fire right now. It is on fire, on fire. A lot of primal, carnal energy, whatever you want to say it. They have been awakened by spirit and they want a passionate, fiery new start. They want to embrace that. So, what do we have for the solar plexus of the feminine? And you know what? I'm really glad to see that with the masculines, because the solar plexus is our seat of confidence, and to have that fire and that passion in that fiery chakra, it's beautiful. I see them actually gaining momentum to bring things into their physical existence within that energy. I think that's awesome. And because I do feel like the solar plexus has been kind of blocked for the divine masculine collective in the past. So, for the solar plexus of the feminines, we have deep diver, diving into a task. So I do see the feminines kind of diving into what they're being called to bring into their physical existence. They're really submerging themselves in that energy, that water energy, that energy of emotions. And they're really starting to pick it apart and understand it. And I do think that it does go back to that sisterhood card as well. I do think that there are many ancient things, like I'm hearing like ancient wisdom that we need to learn from the feminine collective that we have kind of moved away from in this physical reality, in this this realm that we're in right now. I think there were things that ancient women knew that we have kind of been programmed out of experiencing. But I do find you digging deep into history and trying to find out what that ancient wisdom is, because I do think it's going to really unlock something really deep for you. And it could just be movement. It could be a mantra. It could be a hand signal. It could be dancing, a dance movement. It could be a ritual that has long been forgotten, but you're figuring it out. And I think that's wonderful. Because once you figure it out, then you can share it with the collective, and we can help bring awareness and healing to our feminine collective. Because obviously there have been a lot of things that have tried to kind of make us feel shame for even being a woman, to be quite honest. Alright, so we are going to move on to the sacral chakra of the masculines. Ooh, this one. Oh, that one was already flipped over in here. We got 8 of Wands. Drive and passion, expression and proposals, swift communication. So I think that one may have flipped over with the Ace of Wands. I think I may have just not seen it. And we also have temperance, balance and patience, self-control, higher learning. So I do think that the masculines are learning this lesson of patience as well. Well, I think for you, for the feminines, it was more about patience. And with the masculines, it was more about balance. And they're starting to realize they have to maintain a balance. They have to maintain this frequency. They have to have control. They have to have control of themselves and their thoughts and learn how to be in this higher vibration and keep it, hold it, and not allow their ego to tell them things that are going to bring them back down. And that subconscious programming, it needs to be rewired. You have neuroplasticity. You have the capability to rewire your mind. You have the free will decision to say, no, I'm not thinking that today. Not today, Satan. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Well, let's think about something else. Let's think about how beautiful the sky is today. Let's think about how beautiful the moon was. Let's think about how beautiful that sunset was. But I think what they're thinking about is a little bit more carnal, and I think it's a little bit more about you, to be quite honest. And they're kind of like, oh yeah, I remember what that moon looked like. Whew. Yeah. But they're learning, and that's good. One step at a time. Because it's like a muscle, you know? You don't just go into the gym and automatically be able to lift up 500 pounds. You don't. You have to build yourself up. And you have to be like, okay, I can lift 120 for a while, or a minute, or a few seconds. And you work your way up. You build those muscles to hold it. So have patience with yourself in that process of holding that energy and that frequency. Because it's just like riding a bike. You gotta get back on it and keep trying. And then before you know, you're gonna be like, look, Mom, I can ride my bike with no handlebars. Okay? And I think a little bit of them wants to be like, look, I can ride you with no handlebars. But, alright, so, where are we getting into for the sacral chakra of the feminines? Here we go. We have skywriting the fates. It's really standing out to me as the moon. So, I'm thinking something that you may be uncovering about this ancient truth is how the moon really does have control of the tides and water. And the sacral chakra is water, it's love, it's creation. And you're learning that it's your fate to be able to control the energy within your own body too, to connect to these cycles and really learn how to embrace them. It might also have something to do with your menstrual cycle as well. Maybe coming into a new cycle. You might want to look into what that means for you. And depending on which cycle you're in, it could give you some knowledge about basically just where you are in your life right now. What kind of era you're coming into. Okay, so what do we have for the root chakra of the masculines? What do we have for the root chakra of the masculines here? I do think a lot of this higher learning is coming from their feminines too. They're watching you, they're seeing how you're kind of moving through this energy and connecting with spirit, and it's giving them confidence to know that it's real. They're seeing that it's real by watching you. So like that doubting Thomas energy goes away the more that they connect with you, because the more that they connect with you, the more that they see that it's not bullshit, it's real. You know, there's too many things that there's no way it's a coincidence at this point. Okay, we have 7 of Cups, fantasies, multiple choices, opportunity, and decisions. So 7 of Cups, that's they realize that they have multiple choices, but they also realize that not every choice is a good choice. They know that one of those 7 cups has poison in it. They know that one of those cups is a false victory. So right now, in this rest and recovery, this meditation, this kind of time of stepping back, they're really trying to meditate on which cup they're going to drink out of, because they're sick of being poisoned. They're sick of being sick. They are willing and ready and able to drink out of a cup of abundance and have a sense of community with people who actually honor them and love them and support them, and not just in a sexual way, but in a platonic way as well. Alright, so what do we have for the root chakra of the feminines? And for you masculines, some of that meditation that you could be doing, I feel like trees could really help you. Connecting with trees. You don't have to go out and hug one if you don't want to, but just sit out in nature, stare at the trees, connect in that way. Just kind of watch it in its beauty and learn from it in its nature. For some reason, I feel like that's going to really help you heal and grow. And you may even transfer some healing energy to the tree as well. Maybe that tree needs you to connect with it too. Maybe there's a tree near you that just isn't looking so great. Maybe it's something that can't be taken care of right now in the winter, but maybe just giving you your energy, giving it your energy could do good for both of you. Alright, so what's coming on in what's coming out? Okay, root chakra. Horseman, herald of change. Yes. So you see this? She's kind of straddling that horse. She is ready for a change in her life. It's coming. Yep. I think that masculine wants to dig its spurs in. But let's get into the bridging energies here between the two of these. So, Spirit, what is going on with the bridging energy between the crown chakra, the masculine, and the feminine? We have priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. So yes, I do think that, both parties are starting to look at the priorities a little bit more. The masculine's sick of juggling things. It's not sustainable. And it's not sustainable for the feminine to be holding on to situations that need forgiveness. There's gotta be a repair with that feminine energy. Maybe it's your mother, maybe it's another feminine, maybe it's the masculine's internal divine feminine that needs to allow forgiveness to a feminine in their life that mistreated them, and just accept them for the way that they were and the way that it was, and accept that there was a lesson that needed to be learned through that. Thank them for making you stronger. Thank them for giving you that experience to rise from the flames and, know that that's not the way that you want to do business. Okay? It's not how we do business here. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so what do we got for the bridging third eye chakra? The bridging energy for the third eye chakra. I don't think these ones are wanting to speak. Let's move on to another deck. Alright, so what do we have for the third eye chakra? What messages do we have for the third eye chakra? And third eye is speaking to this healing, this rest, this kind of going within and doing some introspection work, meditation, rest and renewal kind of energy. What do we need to know about it? What's the message that we need from this? Ooh, okay. No, you're not taking half the deck for the third eye chakra. Okay, let's see here. Your angels are like, motherfucker, you need to learn a whole lot of lessons here. Alright, let's go to another deck. Okay. What do we need to know for the third eye chakra? Ooh, okay. Alright. Guarded and protected. God is in charge. Have confidence. Innocence. Energy healing work. What did I say? Your angels are like, I need you to know a lot of things about this chakra. You're guarded and protected. God is in charge. Have confidence. Hold on to your innocence. You're doing energy healing work. Even if you're not subconscious, even if you're not conscious of it, even if it's done subconsciously, you just being here is doing energy healing work. Because you're actually trying to understand what's going on within your energy body, within your soul. You're basically coming here because you want answers of what Spirit is trying to say to you and trying to guide you, because it's not always easy to hear those messages if you don't know how to connect yourself with that energy. So I'm going to read the prayers on these cards. It might take a minute, so please bear with me, but I do think that it'll be beneficial for all of us. Thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we're safe and that all of our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it's right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance. Dear God, please help me let go of this situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am the one with all that is divine: wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see that all of your qualities of pure love and light are reflected within me and all others. Help me embrace my God-given innocence so that I may be at peace. Thank you for sending healing energy to me and through me for my own blessing and for all those around me. Thank you for connecting me to loving and high-integrity healers and teachers of energy healing modalities. Amen. So thank you for bearing with me through that. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. I do feel you should have some confidence in knowing that you're holding Archangel Michael's sword of truth. That is a powerful energy. You are protected and guarded, and God is in charge. You're going to be okay. So feel free to move in the direction that you feel God is leading you to. All right, so what do we have for the throat chakra? What is the bridging energy for the throat chakra? And tell me about this divine timing and luck and abundance. We have, you're on the right path. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me a loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthy life changes. So yes, I do think that's more confirmation that sword of truth is wielded through speaking. All right, heart chakra. Pay attention to your dreams. Thank you for tucking me into bed tonight and helping me enjoy a wonderfully restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams as my teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow me to understand the situation on a spiritual level and give me guidance. So you might also benefit from maybe doing some kind of spirit guide meditation or dream meditation. That could be very beneficial as a meditative practice during this time. So, what do we have for the solar plexus chakra? What message do we have for the solar plexus chakra? Okay. Positive thoughts create positive results. In divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and my emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and situation. So I do think that it's very important to be mindful of your thoughts and realizing that your thoughts have a role in what's going to manifest into your reality. You know, you have to learn how to put your order in for the universe to understand it. And if you're lacing it with fear, then that's what you're going to get. And then you're going to be like, it's like going to Subway, right? And you tell the guy, I want this, this, and this on my sandwich. And then when you get your sandwich, you're like, oh, my sandwich tastes like shit. And well, okay, well, you're the one who asked for it. Okay? Can't be mad at nobody but yourself. If you didn't like the way it tasted that time, then guess what? You can go back and ask for other things on it or things to not be on it. And you can go from there. Okay, so we have, this was third eye, throat, heart, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, alright, sacral chakra. Decide to be happy now. Thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all the goodness in my life. So yeah, you can't wait for everything to be perfect to enjoy your life. You have to create it. You have to create your happiness. This is the sacral chakra. Decide to create your happiness. Whatever that means for you. Okay. And then this is the root chakra. Spend more time outdoors. Thank you for motivating me to spend more time outdoors and for helping me relax and enjoy connecting with nature. So yes, that's the root chakra. I think it's really just calling to say that, you know, grounding is necessary, like I was speaking about meditating with the trees. There are frequencies that we can pick up within nature that really do help us to balance our energies too. You don't always have to go to a person for energy healing work. Sometimes energy healing work can be done in nature. Okay? So that is the reading that I have for you guys today. Thank you for staying with me so long. And if you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'd love to see you next time.